Welcome to Telltale Books. I'm continuing my H.G. Wells series now, where I've gone back. I've done a lot of Wells videos, but not in order and not nearly everything. And I decided, what the heck, I'm doing everything for all my other favorite authors. I might as well do it for H.G. Wells also. So I'm back at number 2. And number 2 is a short story called A Tale of the 20th Century. It's a very short story. I feel it qualifies as just flash fiction. And it was published in the Science School Journal in May of 1887. So Wells was very young at this time. And might be a little hard to get a hold of. There are actually a number of different books that call themselves the complete short stories of H.G. Wells. The closest one to truly fitting that title is only this one. It's a very large paperback title, edited by John Hammond, published by Phoenix in the UK. It's not in print anymore, so it is kind of expensive to get a hold of used. I would love to see a new edition, because there actually is at least one story that's been discovered since that book was published. So there's at least one story that's not in there. So I would love to see somebody do a new edition where they include the stories that have been discovered since that one was published, and put it out as a really nice hardcover. Wells short works are really wonderful stories, and even the ones that aren't science fiction, and worth preserving in a really nice volume. Because this one, it's pretty nice for a trade paperback, but it's I bought it used. It was already a little beat up and a little dirty. I would really love a nice hardcover edition of it. Anyway, A Tale of the 20th Century. In 1887, of course, the 20th century was only 13 years away, but the story is set in, I believe, 1999. So it's set almost in the 21st century. And in it, an inventor creates a new propulsion system. But before he can outfit it and test it, he dies. So some people find what he had created, and they finish it off and they put it inside of a train in the London Underground rail system, the underground subway system in London that still exists today. It dates back to at least to the time of H.G. Wells. I don't know exactly when it was put into service, but they don't do any pre-testing before they fill this train with all kinds of really important people, and they set it in motion. And that's when they realize they didn't figure out how to turn this propulsion system off. So you can guess what happens from there. It's a very short story. Like I say, it's really flash fiction. Well done, has a kind of satirical tone, kind of funny. And you have to ask, with putting all those dignitaries in there, was the absence of brakes on this train, was it stupidity or was it intentional? Wells doesn't tell you. I thought it was a really good little story. It's not great and I'm not going to call it a top tale, but it is very enjoyable and worth looking up, especially if you're an H.G. Wells fan. But if you like flash fiction, can't talk today. If you like flash fiction and you like science fiction, then this story is definitely for you. It's fun. So that was Wells' second published work that I know of. Number 3 was published in the next month, June of 1887, and it's called A Vision of the Past. I'll be getting into that in my next H.G. Wells video. I hope you'll leave comments if you've read A Tale of the 20th Century or have anything else to say about H.G. Wells. Then we'd like to hear it. And Wells has my vote for the greatest author ever, which is why I'm doing this. And so like this video, subscribe to our channel, keep us going. Let's get to all the way up to 1,000 this next time. We've recently reached 500. Let's keep that going, keep that growing, and reach 1,000. And come on back for my next Wells video and all the other videos that I do of all kinds of different authors. And I will be in those videos.